Today in NBA2K25, I don't know. I saw a clip of MrBeast playing basketball, so here we are. Made him a 75 overall because didn't want him to be like super overpowered, but I also didn't want him to be like absolute garbage. Like I wanted him to be like young and developable, even though he is already 27. Which for basketball standards, a lot of times that means they won't get better. But because of that, I did give him a good peak start and peak end age, making sure he develops late in his career. And I'm also going to give him a different style of contract. The way I'm going to do it, kind of just for fun, is every single year I'm going to give him a player option. So then he can figure out if he wants to go somewhere else or not. I put him on the Hornets because they used to have Feastables logos on there. I don't think they do anymore. I think that was like... I think they only did that last year. I don't see them in the game. So I think that was only last year. Only issue is he's a shooting guard because he's 6'5", which is about shooting guard height. Unless you're Nick Smith Jr. and you're a 6'2" shooting guard. But there's a lot of shooting guards here above him. Colin, Brandon Miller, Nick Smith. Not to mention Zion James is also here. So I'm going to probably move Jimmy to small forward, which might not be the greatest idea because he is a little short to play small forward, but he does go up 2 overall and he should get more playing time there. So he might even start, honestly. It's between him and Okogie. So I'm going to simulate the rest of free agency. Everything's on auto. We're just going to watch to see how MrBeast's career pans out. I don't do a ton of, like, career simulations, but I thought it would be fun because I saw a clip of him playing basketball in a video my brother was watching, so I was like, why not MrBeast in the game? I originally, like, maybe November, December, I was going to make one of these with Ryan Trahan, but I ended up not doing it. It just wasn't a very good video because I just can't film, I guess. I don't know. So I scrapped that. But hopefully this MrBeast one comes out better. I don't really watch MrBeast anymore. Kind of just like, I've kind of outgrown it, I feel like. But I still know about him, really. And I used to really like his chocolate. I don't really eat it anymore, but he does make good chocolate. We're going to sim through the rest of free agency. All the contracts, rosters, etc. are accurate. These are the cap holds for the Hornets. As I said, everything's on auto, so they can renounce any of these guys if they want to. And nothing is happening. Alright, well, I'm just going to simulate to the end, and we'll see if anything happens. The Hornets finally did something on day 8 of free agency. I think this started at day 3. They ended up signing Rex Monroe, a 65 overall from Air Force. Interesting. And that's going to end off free agency. Here's what the roster looks like. Melo's an 89. Brandon Miller, 85. Bridges goes down on... I didn't do this. I guess the game isn't considering him a rookie, so he can just shoot up an overall. He's an 82 now, so... Alright. I'm sorry if you were looking to see MrBeast ride the bench for a little bit. I guess he went to the Hornets and he's like, yep, I'm just gonna start training for the rest of my life now, because he just shot up like 5 overall there. Technically 7, but it's more like 5 because 2 of that was for moving him to small forward. So this will be interesting. MrBeast isn't really known to play basketball, but he does do it, definitely. Looks like he's a, like from what I've seen, a really good mid-range shooter, so I kind of centered his ratings around that. He's a 2-way, 3-level point forward. I'm not trying to make MrBeast, like, seem like the greatest basketball player of all time in any way. I'm just, like, trying to make this interesting for the video. I think he wore, like, 32 in the video. I don't really remember. It was, like, a live stream where he's playing basketball with a bunch of random YouTubers that I don't really know about. Or if I do know about them, I don't care. Why do they have Diabate on the bench and they're instead starting Mason Plumlee? Like, what's the goal with starting Plumlee? I don't know. Anyway, let's get to the end of the season and see how this team does, and more importantly, see how MrBeast does. I will update if there's any big like trades or anything, but we'll probably just get right to the end of the year here. Quick thing I wanted to show at the trade deadline: the Hornets sent Moussa Diabate to the Pistons for a first in 2028 and Ron Harper Jr. And then they also traded Grant Williams to the Pistons for Duncan Robinson, a 2028 second from the Knicks. I don't really know what they're doing, but alright. Let's get to the end of the year. Season is over. Anthony Edwards wins MVP. Cooper Flagg Rookie of the Year. RJ Barrett, 6th man. Wemby Depoy. Evan Mobley, Most Improved. Paulo, Clutch Player. And the Wolves go 72-10. What were the Timberwolves doing that they just went 72-10? I don't even know. These are the accurate, up-to-date rosters. I don't. No, it looks like they didn't really do it. I mean, I guess they got Rui. They traded for Rui. Well, who did they send to the Lakers for him? Mike Conley? Is that who they sent there? Yeah, they traded Mike Conley for Rui Hachimura. Interesting. That was enough to make them go 72-10. Knicks go 68-14. As for the Hornets, they were absolute trash, finishing worst in the league, tied with the Wizards at 21-61. MrBeast is not happy at all. Yeah, he's tilted. He got a little happier. I looked at like March or something. He was -3 overall due to morale. Got Wolves, Knicks in the finals. Knicks win. Jalen Brunson Finals MVP. LeBron's out of here. Remember, MrBeast is on a player option, and considering he didn't look too happy on this Hornets team, he's probably gonna leave this coming off season. The Hornets did get a good center at the 2nd pick. MrBeast did decline his player option. Depending on where he goes, I might move him back to a shooting guard. Depends on if he signs to a team who needs a shooting guard or a small forward more. So we'll look to see MrBeast. The Hornets can't even afford him back, so he's probably just gone. So he doesn't have any offers at the start of moratorium. I guess we'll wait to see where he goes. He is the 2nd best small forward still available, since I still almost at small forward. He doesn't have like an official position because he isn't like a true basketball player, so it doesn't really matter if he's a shooting guard or small forward that much, especially because he's ready to hire at small forward. I'm just gonna sim to the end of free agency and we'll see if he goes anywhere. We're at the end of free agency and Jimmy decided to go to a different dysfunctional franchise. I was joking about it off camera as soon as I saw he signed. I didn't show it last year. 10.5 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists, a steal, and 0.3 blocks. I'm sorry, and it was like part of the point of the video to follow his career, and I kind of forgot about the stats for a second because I was so invested in where he was gonna go. But yeah, he ended up going to the Clippers, and his numbers last year were decent, but nothing crazy. Did they even have another small forward here? Did he just like strike the jackpot? They have Trenton Flowers. That's about it. And I guess Seth Lundy on a 2-way. So this team is terrible. He's playing with Zubats, 35-year-old Kawhi, 36-year-old Harden, 32-year-old Chris Dunn, and 33-year-old Bradley Beal. I guess they also have Derek Jones, Kobe Brown, Jose Alvarado, Cam Chrissy. Shout out Yannick Conan Niederhauser from Penn State. I did change Jimmy's contract to what he was on before, kind of. I let him keep the same money he had that the Clippers gave him. But I put him on a 1-year deal with a player option next year. Just because I want him to decide where he goes. And this should be a very interesting simulation to see what he does with the Clippers. I think his main issue with the with the Hornets was that they weren't winning games enough. So he's kind of just stuck on a rebuilding team. But then he goes to the Clippers, who look like a rebuilding team that's old. And that's probably even worse. So yeah, I don't know what Jimmy's gonna do this year, but he's probably gonna have to lead this team, because if not, it's gonna be either Zubats or a 35-year-old Kawhi leading this team. So let's get to either the end of the season, or if I have like a roster update that I feel like showing, because it's important to the video. Clippers have re-signed a lot of people recently. Clippers signed Malachi Branham here, like a day into the season. So I guess he's gonna be their starting shooting guard here over the ancient Chris Dunn and Bradley Beal, which is probably a good idea for the Clippers here. So we're here in December. Clippers trade Zubats to the Cavs for Corey Kispert, a 2030 first rounder, and a trade exception. Clearly, the Clippers aren't much better than the Hornets. They're just doing whatever the heck they want right now. In the most 2K trade in 2K trade history, ironically enough, only 9 days after the Zubats trade, they sent Bradley Beal to the Rockets for Dorian Finney-Smith and a 2031 second rounder. I don't know what this is accomplishing. Just getting old, like getting younger by a few months maybe, and picking up a second layer. I don't know. This team is weird. Clippers will not stop. They're making deals at the deadline, sending Harden and Lawndale to the Blazers for Jonathan Isaac, Jeremy Grant, and a 2030 second rounder. Then trading Kobe Sanders and Trenton Flowers to the Kings for Nick Clifford and Isaiah Stevens. What are they accomplishing? I mean, not much. I guess they got a second round pick out of this and got off the Harden deal, but so I guess if you want to summarize this, they gave up Kobe Sanders, Trenton Flowers, James Harden, and Jock Landale, and received Nick Clifford, Isaiah Stevens, Jonathan Isaac, Jeremy Grant, and 2030 second round pick. I don't know what they're doing. I really don't. MrBeast probably gonna jump ship again to another bad team. Season is over. Anthony Edwards wins MVP. Ryan Kalkbrenner, Rookie of the Year. Josh Giddey, Sixth Man. Amen Thompson, Defensive Player of the Year. Reed Shepard, Most Improved. Cade, Clutch Player. Wolves go 64-18. The Wolves are insane in this sim so far. The Clippers sucked. 30-52. Another season for Mr. Beast where he was just not on a good team. He is tilted yet again. He had 18 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, pretty much 2 steals in a way, and 0.4 blocks. So he pretty much just got from the worst team in the league to a slightly better but still pretty bad team. As a matter of fact, they were only 1 game better than the Hornets. So maybe target a better team this offseason, because it doesn't look like it's going too well at the start of his career. Yeah, it's Wolves, Pacers in the finals. Wolves sweep them. Anthony Edwards, finals MVP. Kawhi's retiring from the Clippers. Also isn't KD, Curry, George, Vucevic, Tobias, Drummond, Draymond, Marcus Smart, Alex Caruso. Everybody retiring. I just gotta, those guys down there, well, I guess more accurately, these guys. I opened one of those on vacation because my mom got them for me. And I ended up getting an Alex Caruso, so he's going to be down there soon. And I think it's funny. Just looks funny. It also kind of looks like my dad, I'm not going to lie. My dad has a beard and is bald. It's generic, but that's what he looks like. I have a picture of my family with Giovanni Vinci, the wrestler, if anybody knows who that is. And him and my dad look very similar. I'll just say that. I think I accidentally gave him a team option. Either way, he's not coming back, so whether he wants to or not, the Clippers don't want him back. He has 10 offers in free agency. Looking at not good ones. His main teams right now are the Mavericks and the Timberwolves. I'm going to simulate until he gets a contract, and then we'll see where he went. He picked the most loaded team possible. MrBeast is a San Antonio Spur. He's playing with Wemby, Castle, Dylan Harper, Devin Vassell, Anthony Simons, Jeremy Sohan, Carter Bryant, Bobby Portis, Robert. This team is stacked out of its mind. So MrBeast goes from like 2 of the worst teams in the league in back-to-back years to maybe the best team in the entire league. The only issue I did notice, I don't know where he's going to play. He's probably going to start at small forward, which isn't good for Vassell or Carter Bryant. When he signed, I was originally thinking about moving him to point guard, but they just signed Anthony Simons, so I guess he's just going to stay at small forward. It's not really a big deal. Just not good for the development of Devin Vassell and Carter Bryant. Although Vassell is not old, but like he's definitely developed a lot into like what he will be. Like he's probably close to, if not in his prime by now. And Carter Bryant, if he's only like he just went up a couple overall there, so I don't know. If the Spurs really know what they're doing, they're gonna get the dang downside guaranteed. They're gonna trade one of those guys at the deadline and get some picks, which is they do have Jimmy. That's what I'm looking at. He's untouchable. So I guess they are not trading Jimmy. They might end up trading Vassell and Bryant though. So I guess I'll have an update on all the trades if they do happen. So if they happen to trade away either of these guys, I will update on that. So let's get to the end of the season, or whenever I make a trade, so I can update you. Spurs make a trade here, like only a week into the season, sending Mitch Bell and a 2032 second rounder to the Knicks for Cameron Payne and Simon Sampson. It seems like a pretty nothing trade. 2K is in love with the Spurs. In December here, they trade Anthony Simons, Robert Williams, a 2028 swap best first with the Celtics, a 2029 first, and a 2028 second to the Grizzlies for John Morant and Floyd Mitchell. I was looking at the trade block and all because I'm trying to figure out like where they're targeting Jar. Like they have a reason for like they're 25-6. I'm trying to figure out why they just okay. Well, I mean that might be it. Wemby, Castle, and Vassell are hurt. I don't know. I guess they just wanted a huge upgrade of point guard. I mean, this team is dangerous. This team is dangerous. Only issue is I think Robert Williams was playing while Wemby was hurt, so Elton Perkins it is. Well, I guess Bobby Portis is here too. I don't know. Let's get to the end of the year now. Probably. The Spurs are going nuts at the end here. Whatever. In December, they sent Bobby Portis and a 2030 top 3 protected first to the Timberwolves for Naz Reid. I mean, I said they needed a center behind Wemby. I guess they understood the ask there. I don't know. I didn't even notice Wemby had a dislocated patella. That was his injury. So he's out for a while. Naz Reid could fill in, though. And this team's insane. Let's get to the end of the year now. Season is over. Yeah, what the heck? Season is over. Shea wins MVP. Igor Milicic, Rookie of the Year. Speaking of Igor, did anybody see a new Tyler the Creator album supposed to come out on Monday? That's random. I just thought I mentioned that. I like Tyler the Creator. Henrik Nojewicz, 6-man. Amen Thompson, defense player. Oh boy, Jimmy Donaldson, most improved. Paulo, clutch player. Oh my gosh, the Spurs went crazy. Alright. First round, they're playing the Warriors. Jimmy is not starting. It's going to be Ja, Castle, Vassell, Sohan, and Wemby taking on the Warriors grouping of... I don't even know what's going on here. Jeff Doughton, Brandon Podziemski, RJ Barrett, Colin Murray Boyles, and Jabari Smith Jr. is running the 5. So this should be a sweep, and if it isn't, it's a disgrace to humanity. I love the Warriors, but my gosh, that team is terrible. And they do sweep the Warriors. Round 2, they're playing the Mavs. I don't know what's going on here. It's like all good, and then you see Tyrese Martin. Sorry, Tyrese, you're a good bench player, but not a good starter. Kyrie, Tyrese Martin, Jaime Jaquez, Cooper Flagg, Derek Lively. Jimmy is still not starting. The Mavs take game 1. Oh, I almost skipped it. Mavs take game 2. What is happening here? I don't even see Jimmy. I don't know what happened to him. Flagg had a double-double. Why is Johnny Juzang here? I don't even know anymore. Jimmy. So that's why he wasn't starting. He ruptured his dang Achilles. And they do win game 3. They lose game 4. Out in 5. Well, that's unfortunate. Thunder Magic in the finals. Magic sweep them. I forgot to show the retirements, and now they're glitched out, so... sorry about that. Hopefully nobody cared about that, because I accidentally just skipped right by it. Yeah. Draft. Spurs get Kevin Edwards. This guy seems terrible. 69 overall. Yeesh. MrBeast isn't listed as having a player option, so I don't know. Okay, I think it's just glitched because it said nobody had a player option or a team of. I don't know what's going on here. Does anybody have a qualifying offer? I think I broke the game, guys. I don't know what happened. This is super broken. After further inspection, he has declined his player option and is a free agent. So I guess we'll see if he goes anywhere. Let's go to... my entire room just shook. Let's go to player progression. So we've made it to the last day of free agency, and in typical 2K fashion, there are a bunch of people out here who are good. MrBeast hasn't signed. He has an offer from the Wizards that he might take, but all the other offers suck, and I don't know. Did he sign? I didn't. Yeah. I can't speak. I'm gonna get to the Wizards and see if they have him, or if anybody else has him, for that matter. So the Wizards don't have him, and I didn't see him elsewhere, so I don't know where the heck he is. I guess we'll get to the regular season and see. So we're here at the start of the next season. I think the salary cap that I have messed things up because there's like nobody out here besides MrBeast. I guess, like I said, Jackson, but pretty much. Oh, well, TJD apparently didn't get any better throughout the rest of his career. I don't think he is getting the money he wants, and because of that, he's just out here. So I guess we'll sim a week and see if he's still there. If he's there by the end of the year, I'll just end the video because, I mean, he isn't on a team. Does Spurs get him? Nope, it doesn't look like it. Unless he's just in the reserve or something. I can't. It's always hard playing this with one hand because one's holding the camera, and he's still here. I'll keep simming and update if he signs anywhere. He's still available at the deadline. I don't know, I give up. That's the end of the video. Here are his final stats. Make sure to subscribe. Goodbye.